Hi guys, I've been meaning to make a Green Lantern video for quite a while in order to explain the few changes that have been made to the advanced mechanic to the Green Lantern powers, but also to explain a whole bunch of things like how using a melee weapon kind of helps you when you play Green Lantern power, or when you use no advanced mechanic, how it gives you a slight boost to your damage. But then came to realize that there was like a billion things I had to explain, and it ended up into like a huge video that was a huge mess. So instead, I will do a series of shorter videos in order to try to explain all the aspect of being able to play as a Green Lantern character. And of course, I was going to use my Alan Scott Green Lantern character, but then I figured, hey, why not use another character that I have? But this time I've decided to use my Green Lantern Batman. So today we're going to take a look at the Green Lantern combos. It's pretty, it's a little complicated to explain, and a little even more complicated to show properly. But now let's give it a try. So if we look at the powers, like you will see in the description of the powers, something called construct combos. Here in the case of Light Claws, we can tap melee and use the light claws 4 times. We can hold melee and use the final claw. We can tap range and use ram. We can hold range and use the minigun. Or we can hold melee after final claw for entrap. So what does that mean? Essentially, in order to be able to do those combos, you have first to purchase the power you're going to use, in this case Light Claw, but also you have to purchase the power of the combo that you want. So let's say I want to be able to do the combo with minigun. Well, I need to purchase minigun for that to work. And the same is true with all the powers. So when you see a combo that you want to use, so in this case I want to use minigun, okay, I've purchased minigun. I want to use RAM. Okay, I've purchased the RAM power. Do I want to use Entrap? Let's go see if I want to use Entrap. Oh, I did purchase Entrap, so I will be able to use Entrap. So let's show you exactly what that means. So I will go through all the combos for this one power, but it's pretty much similar for all the powers, so I will not do them all. But let's take a look at Light Claws. So with the Light Claws, I can tap melee and I will do Light Claw Slash. And I can do that 4 times. So let's give it a try. So let's use Light Claw. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was simple enough. So let's try that again. Light Claw. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's look at the next combo. The next combo is if we hold melee, we will do the final claw. And the nice thing is that we can do light claw and then we can do the final claw. So let's give it a try. So let's just do the final claw just to see what we're talking about. So if we hold melee, we'll do the final claw. But we don't have to do it right away. We can 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it didn't work. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So we can essentially finish the first combo with the second combo in this case. It's not always the case, but in this case, that's how it works. Then the third combo is Ram. If we tap range, we can use the Ram ability. So let's give it a try. So we activate Light Claw, and then we tap range, and we've used Ram, as you saw. Just to be sure, let's do that again. So we tap Light Claw, and then we tap the range button, and we use the RAM ability. Again, we don't have to do it right away. We can use the Light Claws a few times, and then use the RAM ability, and it will still work. So let's use it. Let's look at the next one. So the next one is the minigun. In order to use the RAM ability, we had to tap the range button. In the case of minigun, we have to hold the range button. So let's try it out. Again, we can do that a few times. And then when we hold the rage button, you can see the minigun started activating. Let's try that again. So let's look at the next one. And the last one is the entrap swing, which we can only use after holding melee after final claw. So essentially, we would have to hold melee for final claw, and then hold melee after final claw to use entrap. So let's give it a try. So essentially, we activate the claw, we activate final claw. Let's try that again. And let's pull back a bit to make sure that everyone understands what's going on. So essentially we use the claw. So in order to be able to use the entrap power, we had to hold the melee button twice. So let's try that again. So we once to activate the power, and then twice to be able to get to the entrap combo. And the nice thing is that you can do chains of power. Now that we've seen how to do it with one power, let's see how we can do it with many powers. So let's look at, essentially if we use light claws, and then if we hold the range button, we can use the minigun. So let's go to minigun. And once we're using the minigun, if we tap the melee, we could use whip trash. If we hold the melee, we could use a snap track, or if we tap the range, we could use ram. I'm not sure if I have whip trash. Let's go check. Oh, there it is. So essentially, as you can see, I did not purchase whip trash. So even if I was to tap melee 1,000 times, I would not be able to use whip trash because I just did not purchase it. So you literally need to purchase the power in order to be able to use it in your combo. So let's give it a try. So we're going to use light claws. We're going to hold the range button to activate the minigun. And once we activated the minigun, we're going to tap the range to activate the ram. So let's give it a try. So light claw, hold the range. Oh, and I messed up. That's what happens when you try to explain it as you do it. So let's try that again. So we hold the range and then we tap the range and we ended up with ram. Or we could hold the melee button and let's see what happens. So if we hold the melee button, we're actually using the snap trap. So again, we started with light claw. We then chained into minigun, and then from minigun we could hold the melee to go into snap trap. And let's look at snap trap. What happens with snap trap? If we hold the range button, we can use light blast, or if we tap the range button, we can use the fan. So let's try that again. Okay, so let's try that. We're going to use the light claws. We're going to go into minigun, and then we're going to go into snap trap, and then from snap trap we're going to go into light blast. So let's give it a try. And then from light blast, let's look again. And then from light blast, if we hold the range button, we can go back into minigun. So let's try that again. So as you can see, we've entered now what is known as an infinite combo. So essentially, one power leads us to the next, leads us to the next, and we can keep on doing that for as long as we like. So we can keep on doing that until all the enemies are down, or until we get interrupted, or until we mess up our combo. These are like the three options. And of course, like I'm going from light claws into minigun, but as you see, I already have a minigun also on my loadout, so I could go straight to minigun and then get into the combo without needing to go into light claws. So essentially, if I want to go into melee, I would use light claws and then I would get into my combo. Or, but then if I want to stay at a safe distance, I would go directly into my minigun. So depending on the situation, you may decide to stay at a safe distance, or you may decide to go straight into the thick of things. So I've showed a few of the combos. I'm not going to show them all because it would take us all day. But essentially it works pretty much the same for all the combos. Essentially you purchase the powers that you want to be able to use in your combos, and then you use your powers to get into the next power and the next power and the next power. And if you do that properly, you can do that until the end of days. So you can get into infinite combos doing that. And as long as you're into your infinite combo, you don't run out of power because you keep on using your infinite combo over and over. And the longer you keep your combo going, the more damage you will make with your powers. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. So hopefully this made a bit of sense for you guys. I will probably make other videos to try and properly explain the advanced mechanic of the Green Lantern powers, and also I will probably do a few videos about the various loadouts that you can use. So that's pretty much it for now, guys. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.